I just know Jurgen Klopp laughed in Erik Ten Hag's face when they thought he could be an option. The thing about Erik Ten Hag is that he did manage Man United at the same time Klopp was at Liverpool. And yes, he had a result in the Carabao Cup. His most important result against Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool is in the Carabao Cup. Wow. Wow. If you want your team to perform well in these little small cup competitions, Erik Ten Hag is your guy. But when it matters the most in the Premier League, Jurgen Klopp absolutely embarrassed Erik Ten Hag in the biggest stage. 7-0. 7-0, mate. Do you know how big that rivalry is between Manchester United and Liverpool? Well, not now, obviously, because Liverpool's in first and Man United is down there with, Ipswich Town. But the thing is, Liverpool and United have this, rivalry going back lots of years, crazy, crazy games. And then Jurgen Klopp goes up against Erik Ten Hag, who at the time, Erik Ten Hag was supposed to be the savior of Man United, who was going to rebuild United. He had Lisandro Martinez from Ajax. He got Anthony. He invested hundreds and hundreds of millions. Since Erik Ten Hag arrived at Manchester United, he spent more than double than Jurgen Klopp had spent with Liverpool. Does that have to do with, careless spending and bad ownership? Possibly, but the thing about Liverpool is Jurgen Klopp, you give him whatever you give him, he's still going to manage to be competitive and not lose 7-0. Meanwhile, Erik Ten Hag was straightly out of his depth. That was nothing but certain that day when he lost 7-0. Now, why would Jurgen Klopp now go on to consider Erik Ten Hag to go and manage the club that right now he's kind of running? He's in the operations, he's making decisions of RB Lepzig, who are currently in 6th place. Now, they have some great talent. They have Benjamin Sesko, linked to big clubs like Arsenal. Xavi Simons, who they just bought on a permanent, who's been performing well, a nice little youngster. They got Openda, Sesko's nice little duo. They've got tons of talent on that RB Lepzig team. I think Benjamin Sesko will end up leaving in the summer, so you're gonna have at least 80 million to play with, because you're gonna get around 80 million, give or take. And right now, Leipzig isn't even on a terrible position. The 6th place, you win the next game against Mönchengladbach, and maybe Freiburg or Mainz might lose, and then you pop up right there. In 4th place, you're not too far away from between 3rd and 4th place for a Champions League spot. And I think this being the last year with Benjamin Sesko being out, I think it's a key year for RB Leipzig to get into a Champions League position, considering all the money you may get. But Erik Ten Hag is not your guy, clearly. Jurgen Klopp probably saw that and said, oh, heck no. We are not about to get Erik Ten Hag in here. That's like Sir Alex Ferguson deciding to, hire Rafa Benitez or something like that. He'd be like, you know what? Yeah, I want Rafa Benitez to be the guy to inherit Aberdeen, something like that. So it made no sense. If I was Jurgen Klopp, I think Klinsmann would be great. He's managed Germany. He's managed the U.S. national team. He's managed Bayern Munich. He's very familiar with the league. He's managed numerous different clubs in Germany, and he's had much success with the German team and with Bayern. I just think that would be a bit more of a strategic type of managerial who's proven himself in the German league. Not Erik Ten Hag, who's, yes, you succeeded with Ajax, the biggest club in the Netherlands, but then you went to the Premier League to, technically the biggest club when it comes to the amount of revenue and attention they get in Man United, and now you leave the club, and we're seeing them in, 15th, 16th place, absolutely in a terrible hole, because Erik Ten Hag believed in cup competition saving, you, and I'm pretty sure Jurgen Klopp's looking at this opportunity saying, I want to compete with Bayern. I want to compete with Leverkusen. These are the two of the biggest clubs in Germany, and I want to go up there and put Leipzig on there, on the map. And instead, why would he go after Erik Ten Hag, who's lost more times than he's beat Klopp? He probably has no respect for Erik Ten Hag. So if Erik Ten Hag wants to manage again, I suggest, if he wants to go to Germany and prove Klopp wrong, you go to Dortmund. They're in 10th place. Champions League, round of 16 at the moment. That's something that Erik Ten Hag would be a little bit more happy about, being able to compete in the cup competition. They have, a chance to get to the semifinal. You get through Lille, then you play Barca or Benfica. I believe that's a lot easier than what, like, let's say Arsenal have, where yes, they get through PSV, but then you got to play one of the Madrids, and then you got to play either Liverpool, Villa, or PSG. I think that's a tougher road in my eyes. Or maybe what Feyenoord has, Inter, and then Bayern or Leverkusen. But anyways, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos. Leave a comment down below. Do you think Erik Ten Hag should manage Leipzig, or was Jurgen Klopp right to be laughing at even the possibility of Erik Ten Hag managing the club that he's running at the moment? But anyways, thank you guys for watching.